to all of my Virgos out there. So let's get into it. Comment on the video, like my video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, right? Share it on your Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, right? Instagram. Really appreciate it if you would. What else? If this reading resonated with you, then feel free to contact me, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Also, my website will be in the description box below and the comment section. Below. So let's get into it hold on 1 second. Let me shuffle this up even better. Or I should say shuffle it up a different way. Okay. All right, so let's see what the Virgos have got. Or we've got. So we have the Knight of Wands, King of Swords, the Fool, okay? The Six of Wands, let me slow down a little bit. The Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's what? That's the Nine of Pentacles and the Strength. Okay, so let's see what we got. So the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Fool, right? Speaks to how you, Virgos, had someone try to come back, but has been clearing the way of the BS, which is good, because that's what fire does, right? That's what Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries represent: clearing the BS away, burning it away out of your life, so you don't have to deal with it, right? It's how you get rid of the garbage, right? Instead of spraying it out to the ocean or putting the fumes in the atmosphere, you burn it, basically, right? Now, I'm not asking y'all to go out and burn garbage. I'm just saying, right? In this reading, that's what it represents. Now, the King of Swords is that this is about deep contemplation. So you Virgos are thinking about how a lot of you are essentially, again, not really going back to anybody who decides to come around, who may be from the past, but also more importantly, because I'm not necessarily getting the Six of Cups or any of that stuff yet. If I do, I will let y'all know, because I'll be clarifying some of these cards for you after I finish with the main board. But there's really more so, these two cards really more so talk about future endeavors, right? People who coming through in the future who's trying to waste your time. A lot of you Virgos are very much so prepared for just in case if people try to waste your time. You Virgos being like, I'm not really rocking with it. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they're doing, so I'm leaving. They're wasting too much of my time, and I'm not going to allow myself to be wasted. I'm not going to allow my time to be wasted. I'm not going to allow myself to waste that time burning it off on all these frivolous things that don't matter. You either want me or you don't, which is a very good mentality to have. You really shouldn't take the dating arena too seriously unless you're getting to know the person and there's a rapport and there's time. But other than that, you have to approach people kind of from a perspective where you are giving them a fair shot, but at the same time, if they turn you down, you basically shrug your shoulders and walk off. As long as you're able to maintain that level of mentality where you're not going off into the extreme of either or, you're good. Now, the Fool represents that same, it represents that same balancing act that I'm talking about. The Fool represents the wild card. So when you're ready for people, right, when people come to you and they tried to say what up to you, a lot of you Virgos are going to be prepared. And they're not really going to be prepared for, they are not going to be prepared for what it is that you have to say. Because you Virgos can answer this interaction many different ways. You can tell them off. You can say nothing at all. You can tell them it's okay and just leave it like that. You can, I mean, there's many different ways you can go about doing this. Now, I would suggest you Virgos going in about doing it the real respectful way, where I don't suggest cussing them out. I would suggest to you Virgos for you to either not say anything or for you to just tell them, look, I'm not really rocking with you. No disrespect, I'm not rocking with you, but the two of us don't necessarily click the way that I want. That would hurt. Especially if you're a Virgo, right? And I was talking about this earlier today. Especially if you're a Virgo that, excuse me, not a Virgo, but especially if you're a person that's real decent, stand up, and you got things going for you. Trust me when I tell you, because I've had to do this a couple of times. It's not about you telling them off that hurts, because that's just playing the dozens, right? That's just you and the person going back and forth, talking to each other, cutting, right? But what hurt, I tell you what hurts. What hurts is you really wanna stick it to them, be real calm, cool, collected, talk to them, right? They come to you with the BS, you know what? Right? And you let them run their BS as long as you don't get caught up in it. But allow them to think that they're smart. Then when they come back around, they text you and they say, hey, can I come over? Or can I hang out? Or do you want to hang out? Or they call you and you let them know, nah, I'm good. They're gonna slip deeper into the illusion. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So the thing is that the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups represents they're getting their just desserts back. They're getting what they deserve. These people who are time wasters, now that a lot more of you Virgos are prepared, they don't know how to really deal with you because they are, first and foremost, they're completely ambushed by this, right? They're completely surprised by this because Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus are the scapegoats of the zodiac sign. See, and maybe I should make a video on that, right? Why is it that Virgos go through so much pain? Maybe I'll make a video on that. Let me know if y'all want that in the comment section. To the cross watchers, let me know if you would want that video in the comment section too. But the Ace of Cups represents here that you Virgos are focused on a lookout for real offers. You don't care about what these people have got going on and how ambushed or how taken back they are by that. You Virgos don't care. You're paying attention and staying on focus, staying on code. So now you have the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Wands, right, speaks to, the Eight of Wands speaks to you're honestly making the dating scene or the dating game very easy for you because you know what to look out for. See, I'm a Virgo. I know what to look out for. So when I observe people who I'm talking to, if it even gets that far, exhibit these certain traits, I already know that it's time for me to bounce. Right? I was checking to see if my cat was walking in the room, but I already know what to look out for, right? So the Nine of Cups represents a lot of people too can't really deal with your confidence. A lot of people gonna be upset at that. You know, you're gonna have a lot of people really upset at that. This Virgo think, this Virgo think they cute. This Virgo think they real fly. I'll show the Virgo. Da, 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 da. But the Queen of Cups is that you Virgos don't necessarily care. You Virgos are off doing your own thing. Why, here's a question to ask yourself, Virgos. Why does this person care so much if you're not their first choice? Why do they care so much? Because a lot of people like to downplay Virgos and make it seem like Virgos ain't fly, we not attractive, it's just, you know what I mean, we too picky. No, it's not that the Virgos are overly picky. What Virgos represent is, see, this is the thing, right? What Virgos represent being one of the non-animal zodiac signs, along with Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Those zodiac signs that and Virgo are the zodiac signs that do not represent animals. So what Virgo represents is a higher order of understanding, wisdom, and intelligence. So what this is about is this represents why Virgos, I'm gonna go ahead and break the secret. Why for the cross watchers. And I know the Virgos is gonna love this. But the reason why it is that the Virgos are picky, right? Especially if they are in their correct standing, right? The Virgos are picky because when it comes to dealing with someone, they want someone that can think in and outside of the box. They don't want to have to wipe your butt because, after all, you're an adult. So because they understand that they are adults, dating adults, why do they have to teach you certain things when, as part of being an adult, you're supposed to have learned by now? Because Virgo represents learning how to keep the ego in check by managing it, paying attention to it. Because ego is good. Ego is what keeps you alive. But having too much ego will also cause your own destruction, self-destruction, and destruction of other people, depending on how close they are to you, due to the fact that you have the internal blindfolders on to the things that you do and you say, which creates a web of destruction. So for them, you don't care, and it's getting them upset. It's getting them angry. Now, the Nine of Pentacles and the Strength card represents, the Nine of Pentacles is, you're so far outside of the realm of time for them, they can't really get to you even if they try. Because you Virgos will more than likely never come across them ever again. They're just upset at the interaction that they've had with you because they probably tried to turn you down, or they probably tried to get their foot in the door with you by telling you these types of things that they thought that you wouldn't have figured it out, because they're basically feeding you what they think you want to hear. And you Virgos are like, well, you flipped it on them and kept to yourself what you thought and the things that the Strength represents, but don't allow, you use their own talkative nature against them, but you Virgos don't allow your own strength to be used against you. If these are not people whom you want as you're getting to know them, then it's time for you to bounce. So let's clarify the Fool, which is the Wild card, which is the Joker. So you have the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Star. Okay, so the Hierophant is about you having to learn to trust your gut. You Virgos are not pressed. The King of Pentacles, the Star card, people were hoping that you didn't wake up. And when I say people, look, the disposition of a Virgo or the disposition of a Pisces is that even if you're not necessarily going out looking for it, people will get on your nerves intentionally, knowing that they're doing it, right? Quotations, right? Because they like doing that. Because they don't respect that boundary. But that's pretty much it for now. It's up to you, Virgos. I will say this. It's up to you, Virgos, to teach them that lesson by separating yourself away from them and allowing them to look off. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.